right, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. My name is Rob Sanders. Thanks for checking us out today. As always, appreciate you folks tuning in to check out the program. You guys are awesome as usual. I tell you what, there's so much stuff that we can get into today. I know that we don't talk NFL stuff, but the NFL is fascinating to me right now with the stuff that's going on with Aaron Rodgers. We may not get into that. I don't know. Just telling you, there's so many things that we can get into today. It seems like we are a college football program. I get that. And we do talk basketball and stuff like that once the college football season is over. But I understand that we do our thing here with college football, and I'm all about that. Biscuit, I've already fixed your Callaways. If you would check your email, sir, you would see that. It'll be updated when we do when I update the whole thing on Sunday. But as far as the actual standings, it's already fixed, sir. I've already taken care of it. Calm down, sir. Calm down. Not trying to screw you over. You know that. So anyway, it is important though. Look, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's crazy hard, because it's not, but it is an undertaking to do the Callaways Pick'em Challenge. We do it every year though. And if I screw something up, you got to let me know. And it's really simple. Just send an email or do what Biscuit did. Mention it in the damn comments and I'll get to it eventually. I promise. We don't want to screw anybody over in the standings. That's not what we're about. We want to get it right. We take a lot of pride in making sure that thing runs as smooth as we can. Jackpot does such a great job with putting videos out and getting people involved and everything else. Once the season starts, it's all about me then getting it and making sure the forms are right and stuff like that. And sometimes I screw things up. So, hey, feel free to call me out. Call me out on it because I mess things up all the time. I really do. Babes and Waves, this is the rundown. This show used to be on Fox Sports Radio here in Columbia, South Carolina. iHeartRadio did some reshuffling, and they eliminated my position and several hundred others. I took a corporate position with iHeartRadio, so now I get to work at home during the day, but I decided to bring the rundown back, especially during college football season, just because I like doing the show. Jackpot and I talked. We decided to launch it here and bring it to his YouTube channel. He joined our podcast side. It was myself, and the comrade at one point, and then it was the three of us. Then comrade decided to go write about baseball or do whatever the hell he wanted to do, and now it's us. It's just me and Jackpot doing the podcast, and then I do the live show here. So things evolve, just the way that it is. Things evolve. So. Anyway, for those who don't know, I still do radio. I host pregame stuff for WVOC in Columbia. I do pre and post game covering the Gamecocks. So still on the radio. This is just it's kind of cool because it's my own product. And I get to put my own stuff out there. Over here is a little bit different. I can actually drop F-bombs and everything else. Sometimes I get angry. I think it's because I'm passionate about some of the stuff that I put out there. And sometimes I'm just an asshole, and I'm okay with that. It's never personal here, by the way. Some folks think because I get so worked up that I'm pissed off, and I'm really not. Babes and Waves says, how's that being a Clemson fan covering South Carolina? It's not a big deal for me. 11 Saturdays out of the year, I goof on the Gamecocks, but there have been some Gamecocks that I've covered in my 21 years that I hope go out there and win. Marcus Lattimore. There's a long list of them of players and coaches and stuff like that I've interviewed and worked with and everything that I hope they do great things. I mean, I really, really do. But I cover when they play Clemson, it's on that side of it. I mean, I'm on the South Carolina side as far as the side that I work on. It's not a big deal to me. If you listen to my radio stuff, you'll see that it's completely unbiased, and you would never know. Like when I go in on game day, I don't wear Clemson stuff. I wear just just polo shirt and a pair of shorts and do my thing. So I challenge anyone to find content that's put out there covering South Carolina that's as unbiased as I am, because I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass and say, the Gamecocks are the best thing ever. I'm going to tell you about honestly what I think. I gain my opinions from stuff that I've learned from Hall of Fame players, coaches, etc., and even broadcasters have helped me learn a little bit about football. Fireball says, when you go to SEC Media Days, are you Clemson geared out? No. Twice? 3 times? I can't remember. I wear a shirt and tie. So yeah, there's that. I look the part for all that. Some people go to these things and it's like they'll wear whatever the hell. I mean, when you go and you're actually interviewing coaches and stuff like that, I mean, if it's just a press conference or for a game, I'll wear a polo shirt and a pair of slacks. But for media days, I wear, the shirt and tie and all that. I look like I have a court date. So what's up, Squid Tard? Welcome to the program. All right, so I'll put the link out here if you guys want to join the show. There's lots of stuff we can talk about today. If you want to get into the games tonight, we have one game tonight? Coastal Carolina. Yes, they are on the road at James Madison. Let me see here. Let me move this over here so I can make sure that I'm paying attention to what's going on here. So that's the big game tonight. Also, you got 2 baseball games that are elimination games for. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better, Daniel? There you go. I apologize. Make sure that I think it's been in the mix. Tom says Rob's been known to wear a tutu. Also, don't hold it against him. I'm secure in my sexuality, sir. Just saying. Anyway, 2 elimination games tonight. The New York Yankees look to eliminate Kansas City. They're up 2-1 in that series. Also, Detroit looking to knock off the Cleveland Guardians, which, oh God, I sound like I'm such an old fogey when I say this, but they were the Indians forever. I don't understand how the term Indians is offensive to anyone. I just don't get it, but, whatever at this juncture. Anyway, yeah, Biscuit agrees with me. They're playing the Indians tonight, hoping to knock the Indians off. 2 big games, 6:08 and 8:08 tonight. I'm going to be monitoring those games, just being honest with you here. We also have college football tonight. Coastal Carolina 4-1 on the season, playing James Madison. Coastal Carolina is what? They are 4-1 on the season. Same thing goes for James Madison. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, that's tonight's game. Big Sun Belt matchup. Coastal Carolina is getting 8 on the road at James Madison. Don't be shocked. I'm probably going to bet Coastal. Jackpot says take the over in that game. Jackpot is correct. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, it does seem like it's high. Mr. Bloodline says, just wait until you need some tickets and hear what they're calling scalpers now. Yeah. Their fans still wear the Indians. They do. They do. Someone says they're looking tattered today. Yeah, they're talking about my tank top. I wear tank tops during the show. I ain't gonna lie. When I'm bebopping around the house, I mean, there's nobody here but me and my dogs. I just wear a tank top. I don't think about it too much. Anyway, there's that game tonight. If you want to talk about that, if you want to talk about where Jackpot's going with South Carolina, yeah, we can definitely get into that too. If you whatever it is you want to talk about today, I'm gonna put the link out over here. You guys can join the program. You know, someone mentioned something the other day, and it was like, oh my goodness. Here in 2 weeks, either Alabama or Tennessee is going to be able to look at their record and say, hey, we've lost 2 out of 3 games in a row. Yep, that's how that happens. What a crazy thing that is. Actually, there's more than one game tonight. Coastal, then you got Middle Tennessee and Louisiana Tech. Forgot about that one. UTEP and Western Kentucky. UTEP is 0-5. Western Kentucky is getting 20 at home. Louisiana Tech is giving up 4.5 at home. They're playing Middle Tennessee. I forgot about those games. Dylan likes James Madison tonight. Fireball says, is the black dude or the white dude starting for the Gators this weekend? You mean at quarterback? I don't know. I haven't heard anything that's out there that's far. So probably, yeah. I mean, I don't, as Lagway's played, but I think they're still trying to go with the, what's the term here? The experience there at quarterback. So there's that. Anyway, if you would like to join the show, I put the link out over there. Have at it. We can talk with you for a little bit. Let's stroll through. We'll do. I want to do this with Jackpot on the on our podcast, but I don't, because I just forget that, and I don't like bothering Jackpot. Jackpot's out like he is the working man. This guy's working 60, 70 hours a week, and I don't feel like bugging him with dumb shit, But I want to do like an SEC, ACC wrap in our podcast every time, where it's like we go through each game and not really give you picks or whatever, but just give you who's playing. You can make up your own minds here. We'll do that today with the SEC quickly here. The SEC has Alabama as a 21-point favorite over South Carolina. They kick off on Thursday. They kick off at 11 o'clock local time, 12 o'clock in Alabama. Jackpot is going to that game. We'll have some good comment on there. Some good content coming from him. I want to picture him standing next to the Nick Saban statue. If we can make that happen. Jackpot Jr., I'm sure, listens to this program. I know he's going with him. Be a steward of the show, sir. Get a picture of your dad standing next to the Saban fucking statue. We need that. We need that, by the way. That would be some cool shit. Also, Mizzou plays at UMass. Mizzou's a 27.5-point favorite. Ooh. Not saying UMass is going to win, but that Missouri fan base is not very happy with being in the top 10, being knocked all the way down to 21st. They are not happy. Texas plays at Oklahoma. They call it the Red River Shootout, Red River Rivalry, whatever the hell you want to call it. If guns offend you, you call it the Red River Rivalry. So Texas is a 14.5-point favorite in that matchup. They look like a buzzsaw right now. They really, really do. But this is one of those games where it may end up close. You know what I mean? I was looking at, let's look at so overall, Texas leads the series by 12 over Oklahoma. Okay. But a lot of times these games are close. Last year, Oklahoma won by 4. The year before, Texas blew them out, which makes me look stupid here. They won 49-0. But then you look at the games, 55-48, 53-45, 34-27, 39-27. That was a championship game. 48-45, 29-24. These games are always freaking close. Always. Going back to 2012, it was decided by 10 points or less in every game, but 2 of them, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, oh wow, interesting when it comes to that game. All right, other games. Mississippi State plays at 5th-ranked Georgia. Georgia's a 33.5-point favorite. When you look at the Bulldogs here, Mississippi State, they're not a very good football team right now. The Bulldogs, could they be looking ahead to Texas, where they go on the road to play at Texas next week? I don't know. We'll find out with that. Then they play Florida in Jacksonville, followed by Ole Miss, then Tennessee. What a tough stretch of games there for the Georgia Bulldogs. You got number 1 right now. Then you have Florida, who's always plays it's a game that you worry about, even if you are sure that Florida's going to be the shits. Then they play 9th-ranked Ole Miss and then 8th-ranked Tennessee. That is a brutal stretch of games there for the Georgia Bulldogs. And they're going to make the playoffs. They got to win at least 3 out of those 4. I don't think anybody's going to argue with me on that. But we shall see with Georgia there. Anyway, it doesn't matter much this week because they're playing Mississippi State, who is terrible. Some folks might say, if you're not looking at the Red River Shootout, jackpot, god damn it. Mississippi State may get caught looking ahead to McNeese A&T. Very good, sir. Very good. All right. People talk about the Florida game against Tennessee. That may be one of the bigger SEC games of the weekend. My thing with that game, Tennessee's a big time favorite. If we took all of the stickers off the helmets, okay, I know that's a very broad statement, but if you didn't know which team was which, Florida has talent on their roster, but Tennessee has more. All right. I mean, that's just common sense there. The question with Tennessee is can they shake that Arkansas loss? And are they going to put the ball in Nico's hands and let him throw the ball instead of trying to rely on their defense? Because they're trying to get away from, in my opinion, they've gotten away from what Heupel's good at. Now, some would argue, yeah, Heupel's been really good, but in the end, it hasn't been enough. Maybe they should try something different. I'm saying for this game, do what you can. Do what you can. Get out there and throw the ball around and try to put the fear of God in people again, because people see that Arkansas loss, and they're like, well, Tennessee's mortal. Just saying. We shall see. And now I'm not shitting on Tennessee. I'm just saying the Florida game comes at a bad time for them, because I guarantee you, Jackpot calls him the old highway patrolman, is going to have those guys lit up for that game. And if they go, this is their Super Bowl. I mean, that sounds like a really weird statement, but it is their Super Bowl. A knockout game with Ole Miss and LSU. I think whoever loses this game is just trying to get to whatever the top SEC bowl is. So good luck, bro. Ole Miss is a 3.5-point favorite. Jackson Dart's thrown for 2,100 yards on the season. We shall see there. Also, Vanderbilt and Kentucky. Of all the games that we have here, the one that I would like to go to was probably the Vanderbilt-Kentucky game this weekend, because I just want to see if Vanderbilt could match what they had before. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to the fucking Texas State Fair with all those assholes. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to LSU where they may kill you. I probably want to go to Vanderbilt and Kentucky game just to see if Vanderbilt can match what they had before, because people like underdogs. It's no big deal. I will be watching that game on Saturday night. That's definitely the one I'll be there. UK is a 13.5-point favorite. In addition to that, let's go through the ACC really quick here. Clemson and Wake Forest play at noon. Clemson's a 20-point favorite. Georgia Tech, North Carolina. Georgia Tech is favored by 4 there at North Carolina. Interesting. The Tree is on the road at Notre Dame. You guys remember when this game used to be really good? Not so much now. California plays at Pitt. Pitt's a 3.5-point favorite. The Cal defense is pretty good. Pretty good. Louisville's on the road at Virginia. Louisville's getting 7.5 there. And then you've got Syracuse playing NC State. Syracuse is a 3.5-point favorite. Did Vandy and Arkansas just show a template on Bama and Tennessee, or was it just flukes? That's a good question there, Tom. I think that I've always said the way to beat Tennessee when they're doing their gimmick offense is really simple. I know it sounds simple, but put your defensive backs on an island and blitz the shit out of their quarterback. And hope that your defensive backs can make plays. So I think that's the way to beat Tennessee, in my opinion. Also, you're going to have to score. I know that sounds kind of silly there, but you got to score a good bit. Also, for Alabama, I don't know enough about them. I don't think we learned anything with the Vanderbilt game. Vanderbilt just kept coming at them. And I felt like they didn't think that Vanderbilt was going to come at them. I thought that they felt like, look, we'll score and they'll fucking quit and that'll be the end of it. No, not so much. Not so much. So, yeah, there's that with those games. Other top 25 games, we'll look through these really quick here. Friday night, Utah plays Arizona State. Pretty decent game there. 10:30 kickoff. You want to stay up late and watch some games. And let's see here. Number 4, Penn State's at Southern Cal. 3:30 kick. Penn State's a 4-point favorite. Purdue plays at Illinois. Illinois is a 23-point favorite in that matchup. BYU is a 4-point favorite over Arizona. 4 o'clock kick on Saturday. We're going to be told. And if you watch, NBC, etc., and you're anywhere near anyone that's on Twitter, the line this week is going to be the game of the century is Ohio State and Oregon. The Mighty Ducks, in their first season in the Big Ten, look to make a statement against the brothers from Ohio State who are leaving the Horseshoe to travel to Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. That's the shit that they're going to give you. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about the Big Ten. I try to be as neutral as I can. Yes, they have good players. I'm going to pick Oregon to win that game. I also have an aversion to Ohio State because their fan base thinks that they're the best thing since sliced bread. Give me Oregon to win. They may not, but if that's the way it goes, that would make me a happy individual. Iowa State plays the Couch Burners of West Virginia. Iowa State's a 3-point favorite. 8 o'clock matchup on Fox. Kansas State plays Colorado and their big mouth coach. Kansas State is a 3.5-point favorite in that game. It's dropped from 5. Boise State's a 20.5-point favorite over Hawaii. They're playing on the road at 11 o'clock. If you're going to stay up late and watch that game on Saturday night. Jackpot might be having that game up on the iPad as he makes his way back from Tuscaloosa. We'll see how that works out. All right. Anyway, if you guys want to join the show, Jay says same shit, different year, maybe. So, someone asked about our live show. We are doing a live show on Rivalry Friday. That is clear that Jackpot says he's good for it, which is the 29th of November. All right. The day after Thanksgiving. I'm going to set up a Facebook invite group for all that. If you guys want to go, let us know. If you're going to make the trek down here, let us know. We're going to have all kind of cool stuff. We're going to settle some debates. We're going to do a new thing I'm putting together, the Great Sports Debate. What that is we're going to debate what is the best rivalry in college football. And here's the cool part. If you get involved in that, it's like, I think we're going to do $25 to enter. The money, half of it will go to the winner of the Greatest Sports Debate. The rest of the money is going to go to charity. We're doing, our charity is, goodness gracious, I've got their name written down. Basically, they work with young people that have been sexually assaulted and try to fix the damage from the past is basically the way that it goes. So we're helping out the kids that have been molested. Yep. Mike Muse's sister, Missy, works with these kids. Of course, Mike Muse is our sponsor from Callaway's, and we decided that we were going to try to help out their organization this year. Some of the horror stories you've heard, it's just crazy. But our live show this year, in addition to being a fun event, will be for charity this year. So we do it for charity every year, but yeah, we used to do it for Community Options, which is an organization that's close to my heart. They help out, my son's autistic. They help autistic folks and folks with Down syndrome live on their own. Then we did for Pace Academy last year, which is they help dyslexic kids learn to read. So yeah, we're always doing something. All kinds of cool stuff for our live show. So we'll see how that works out. Mr. Bloodline says, just watch and see. Texas came to Vietnam in 2021 and got that ass whipped too. Then they were top 10 that year. Fireball says, is that enough time, Kel? Ain't that like an 8-hour drive? No, it's about a 2-hour drive from his house. Shout out to Tony Wiggum, friend of the program, who has put Jackpot up in the Hampton. We got Jackpot a hotel room, so Jackpot's going to be able to stay in Columbia, and he can have some drinks with us, and then go hang out in his hotel room. So there you go. So shout out to Tony for taking care of that. By the way, we're going to talk about this later on, but we have lots of cool people that watch this show. If you have something that you would like to donate for a silent auction, please let me know. I don't really care what it is. Whatever it is, let me know. We've had some weird things sent to the silent auction. Our friend Jess gave us, literally, she was selling dicks. Yeah, she was selling dicks. And what I mean by that is that she was selling dildos and stuff like that. So she brought us dildos. We auctioned off dildos. But yeah, some of you guys are cool. I don't know if she does it by the foot, but she gave us like 2 vibrators and some oils and shit like that. We're all adults here. If you're a kid watching this show, don't pay attention to what I just said. But anyway, if you have something that you would like to donate, I know people do art and all kind of things. Whatever it is that you do, if you have something you'd like to donate to the charity, let us know. We're going to do a silent auction. It's going to be fun. All right, so there you go with that. My pick tonight, I gave you those. I thought I'm taking Coastal Carolina. Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to look at Coastal Carolina tonight. The other 2 games, we'll go ahead and give you those as well. 3 games tonight. Give me Coastal, Louisiana Tech, and Western Carolina. Yep, I like all 3 of those. Captain Tripp says those probably sold the fastest. Yeah, I think we got like $150 for the dicks. We did. That was like one of our first shows. We got like $150 for the dicks. But some of the stuff people have given us has been crazy. Last year, Jimmy gave us like some golf shirts, like some women's golf shirts. What else we had? We had someone gave us a desk, like a new desk. We did that. We had Big Barney Ross sent us some bourbon. We did that. I mean, we had all kind of shit. So yeah, there's that. Whatever it is you have, don't think that it's silly. If it's something that's even the smallest of small things, we will do something with it. We're not going to look down on you. All right. Don't send us something that's going to get us in trouble, though. Holy shit. All right. Reach out to me on Twitter at Rob Sounds Good, ROSanders1979 at gmail.com. You can send me something there. Squid Tart says, of course the Kentucky man set bourbon. Rob has an SEC bias. Says Callaway's live show loser gets put through a table WWE style. Loser of what? What the fuck are we? What are we? Are Jackpot and I gonna fucking get in a tub and try to throw each other out? What are you talking about? Jay says, Rob, I'll donate a poker table, but I want some promotional airtime. Yeah, we'll give you airtime. We'll give you some airtime, sir. We'll do a whole video about your poker table and how great they are. I don't give a shit. If you got a poker table that you think that you would like to get us, can you get it up here? I don't know. Jay, message me on Twitter. We'll work out the logistics of that. This is all for charity, by the way. And whatever we get, it's going to go to them. So, yeah. I mean, that would be cool. I've seen some of Jay's work, by the way. And I'm not sucking up because Jay's there. Jay would fucking punch me in the snout on this show if he could, okay? But I've seen some of Jay's work, and it is outstanding. If you're into trying to buy, he showed me a couple of different tables and stuff he's put together. Fucking high-class work. You'd never know by the fucking bullshit that he puts out over here that he had that kind of talent, but he does. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, Catman Trip says, I'll have a bunch of stray cats running around. I'll send them for the auction. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Do not send live animals. Jesus. We're not going to go down that road. Apparently Jay doesn't like the like what I said. I thought what I said was outstanding. You'd never know by the bullshit he says over here that he has that kind of talent. I think that's great. Donate a slab for bid. What is a slab? What are you talking about, Mr. Rob has an SEC bias? What you got there? What is it? What are you, a slab of what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Make Rob figure out how to get that to Callaway's. I have no clue what you're talking about. Wooden slab for high-end epoxy tables. I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. We'll figure out the logistics on the end of it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. We'll figure it out for the charity. We'll work it out. We'll absolutely work it out. Yeah, Jay knows all that shit, Rob. So yeah, good point. Jay will figure it out. Anyway, I think that's all I have for today. Yeah. I appreciate you guys all the time here. Wicked auction off a Dean leg chair. I don't know what that means, but Jackpot, if Jackpot says it's good, then okay. So we'll have to see. Anyway, if you would like to put something up, just let us know. We're not going to mock you. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So there you go with that. All right. Let's see here. Did I have anything else I wanted to get into today? No, I don't. I really don't. Oh, okay. I'm going to put my email in right here there for you, Tom. For those of you that care, the organization that we're working for is a 501c3. That helps you with the tax portion of it. There's my email address. Put it right there for you. Did I spell my name? Yeah, I did spell my name right. Damn it. Someone asked me for my email address the other day, and I sent them the wrong email address. I felt like a complete jizz mop. How do you fuck up your own email address? I did it. Jackpot says it's those chairs that Dean advertises on the dog post show. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of something cool that we could do for if we raise a set amount of money. Like if we raise, I don't know, $2,500 for the charity, I I don't know. We'll figure something out. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you later on.